Hallöchen Freunde und herzlich willkommen zurück zum Genshin Impact. Wir sind hier in Watatsumi. Wo wir stehen geblieben sind hier, ist nämlich hier immer noch bei der Kapitel 2 Akt 3. Und wir würden ja versuchen, jetzt ins Finale zu stürzen zum Inazuma Finale. So, wollen wir mal schauen. Und zwar nämlich hier. Warte mal. Diejenigen, die sich nach dem Blicken der Götter sehnen. Okay, wir sollten Teppei finden. Ich hoffe, Sascha wird auch nämlich dabei sein. Stanali, willkommen in meinem Stream. Wir müssen jetzt zum Teppei finden. Das ist wahrscheinlich jetzt schon hier. So, den Teppei finden. Nee, das ist es nicht. Okay, rein geht's hier nicht. Akku, nein. Hier müsste irgendwo sein, der Teppei. Nee, das ist es nicht. Mann! Wo ist der überhaupt? Ach nee, was haben wir denn hier? Hier ist richtig fies versteckt. Hier war eine von den Seelen hier fies versteckt. Hä? Okay.
Oh. Hey guys. What are you doing here? Just a moment. Let me get up. Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details. Well, I made a lot of great contributions to the war effort lately. Fighting the Shogun's army at sea, taking on Shogunate samurai all by myself, rescuing my comrades from an ambush. Things I never would have dreamed I could do when you first met me. If only I were stronger still. The stronger I am, the more I can do for the resistance. Wait a sec. Where's my secret weapon gone?
Erzähl mir von deiner Waffe.
It wasn't long after you were made captain of Swordfish 2. I met these mysterious people. Said they were with our supporters. They gave it to me and said that as long as I have the will to become stronger, his secret weapon will answer my call. It's just like a vision, isn't it? Of course, I've never used a vision, so I wouldn't know the difference.
Dies ist ein teuflisches Auge.
Delusion. Oh God. Doesn't sound very good.
Hey Sascha.
So, what's the difference between a delusion and a vision?
Es wird das Leben des Benutzers auszerren.
Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon of unknown origins would come with its risks. I've been getting more and more tired over the past few days, and I have this strange sense of dread. At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. Didn't think anything of it. But today, I got back and suddenly my vision was going blurry. This is a real shame. There I was, thinking I was catching up with you. Guess I didn't receive the favor of the gods after all. Hey, would you do something for me? When our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. Bring it back here, and we can change together. What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain. Right as rain, I tell you. As soon as I've...
Tepe!
Die Fatui.
Hey! Where are you going? Hey!
Oh, Kokumi und Goro ist ja schon da.
How's Tepe's condition?
Keiner von uns hat es bemerkt.
I have put out the order to cease all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been less fortunate.
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to keep using them.
Okay, I'll leave you to deal with the situation. I have to get to the front line. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, it could well undo everything we have achieved so far. What are your thoughts?
Die Fatui aufhalten.
No, it's too dangerous. The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders. To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. But it's sure to be heavily guarded. It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some troops with you.
Keine Zeit.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are sure to take notice. If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their escape.
Very true. Let me think. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure the supply of raw materials. Not many places meet these criteria, and if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be the cliffs, near the ocean at the southwest of Yashiori Island. I'm not going to stop you, but please, be careful. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Lass uns gehen.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
Okay, wir sollen hier in Richtung teuflische Auge gehen. Aber das wird wahrscheinlich nie einfach sein. Oh, ich krieg langsam Gänsehaut. Ich krieg langsam Gänsehaut. Ihr natürlich auch, ihr beiden, Sanali und...
If only you could cleanse the corrupt souls of this world.
Also ihr natürlich auch, Sascha und Stanali. Und jeder muss man hier richtig also starke Nerven haben, um dafür zu schaffen. Ich muss jetzt aufpassen, dass ich nie runterfalle, weil sonst ist es genauso ein Fail wie aus dem Mondstadt und Lero. Wahrscheinlich ist es... Oh ja, es ist ein Dungeon. Es ist ein Dungeon. Na dann, auf geht's. Hydro fehlt. Diluc, du musst mal raus.
I'll take care of it.
Und Barbara kommt nämlich bitte mit rein. Wir brauchen nämlich die Heilung. Wir haben jetzt die ganzen Fortunas von Barbara und daraus kann zum Beispiel, wenn die Verbündete plötzlich besiegt ist, einen wiederbeleben. Deswegen habe ich die Fortuna von Barbara komplett. Oh oh. Alter! Jetzt geht's los.
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink.
You can't run! Well, that's all you got. Don't be a killjoy! It's only just beginning.
Boing, boing, boom!
You can't run! Well, you need to hurry up! This was well done! Don't be a killjoy!
I feel a little weak.
Wie kann die bloß stark sein? Verdammt nochmal. Oh, jetzt muss ich schon wieder wiederbeleben. Aber durch... weil Barbara kann sich auch nicht selber wiederbeleben. Nur die Verbündete kann hier wiederbelebt werden. Oh, verdammt nochmal. Aber bleibt keine Zeit zu verlieren.
Let the show begin.
That seemed to work.
For Rex Lapis. Next on the agenda.
Killjoys, you've only just begun.
Blink. Hey, nowhere to hide.
Looks like I went too far.
Incoming. Boing, boing, boing.
Must counterattack.
Wir bleiben keine Zeit zu verlieren.
Let's dance. Don't blink. Hey.
The loneliness of death.
So, jetzt erstmal hier benutzen. Wundervoll. Okay. Auf geht's nach unten.
Is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Kanji Commission are...
Und diese Elektrozauberin wieder. Manchmal auch ganz schön nervig.
Now you've got me worked up. We're way behind. All hail. No touching.
Looks like I went too far.
Boing, boing, boom.
This one's well done.
Aber wir werden es schaffen.
You
Let's dance.
The more, the merrier.
This was well done.
It was an accident.
Verdammt doch mal! Wie kann man hier so stark sein?
You need to hurry up.
Okay, Klee ist wiederbelebt. Das ist sehr gut.
Over here.
Autsch!
This was well done.
Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. Hey!
You need to hurry up. Roast and fry.
Jumpy dumpy go!
Okay, die ist besiegt.
This was well done.
Jetzt verbleibt die noch. Jetzt verbleibt noch der.
I'll protect us.
An unfortunate fault.
Und jetzt bist du auch noch besiegt. Und tschüss. So, nehmen wir mal auch. Ach, so ein Hofleiter. Nee, diese Kristalle kann man nicht sammeln. Schade. Oh Gott.
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We better watch our step or we might get
Wow. Oh mein Gott. Fall nicht runter. Oh, Spannung pur. Großer Spannung pur. Fledermäuse hier. Wow! Aua, verdammt. Okay, jetzt. Hinein. Öffnen.
Intruder spotted. Do not let them impede the work
Oh
of the
nee,
Harbinger.
nicht der schon wieder.
You'll never get out of here alive.
access denied. Cut to the chase. Incoming.
Also die mit dem Wasserpatrouilles finde ich am meisten sowas von fies. Schnell heilen, heilen. Okay, das war knapp.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Ah!
Boing, boing, boing.
End this quickly.
Ah, verdammt, 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 verdammt.
Now it's time.
Incoming. With sword comes shadow.
All you got.
I'll be fine.
Killjoy. We've only just begun. It isn't time for a break yet.
No!
You can't run.
So, jetzt ist er besiegt.
Don't blink.
Killjoy.
Jetzt kümmern wir um die anderen.
Just begun.
Born of ice and frost.
I see through you. End this quickly. You can't run.
Autsch, verdammt.
This is long overdue. Access denied.
Konzentration jetzt. Konzentration.
Speed of light.
Stay right there.
Don't blink.
All you got. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Alter, die Patrouilles, die sind wirklich ganz schön nervig.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
La la la. Cut to the chase.
Miscalculated.
Okay, der bleibt jetzt noch übrig. Wow, wow, wow.
Jumpy, jumpy,
Vorsicht.
go.
Vorsicht, Freundchen.
Born of ice and frost.
Und nicht erstmal kalt.
I slipped up.
Next on the agenda. Hiya! Blow them all up! Yeah!
jetzt Kitchen wieder. Du bist auch endgültig Geschichte. Und. Ach du Scheiße! Gibt's die auch noch? Jetzt die auch noch.
We're way behind. All hail.
Also diese Wasserfatui, also diese Spiegelfrau, die gefällt mir überhaupt gar nicht.
Don't blink. Out of my sight. Go, Barbara, go. Let the show begin. Incoming.
Sag doch mal. Hau sie los!
Don't blink. Hey.
Oh Scheiße, ich bin gefangen!
Nowhere to hide.
Oh, bloß gut diese Fähigkeit.
Mirror images disperse.
So, jetzt bist du dran. Inspektor der Fabrik. Was?
Got you. Speed of light. This is Her Majesty's gift. Incoming. Out of my sight. Got you. Don't blink.
Wahrscheinlich so ein Zwischenboss hier.
Cut to the chase. You can't.
Hey, lass mich raus! Lass mich raus!
For Rex Lapis. Dumpy Dumpy go. Out of my sight. One step back, two forward. Mirror images. Ready, steady, go. I'll protect us. Got you.
Ja, das wird echt ein schwerer Kampf. Wo ist die? Ach, da!
Speed of light. Hey. You can't stop that. Incoming.
Okay, jetzt ist es die gleich besiegt.
With sword comes
Jetzt die
shadow.
Spezialattacke und... Komm! Und...
Speed
Yes!
of light belongs to ice and snow.
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
So, you're another Fatui Harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted.
Hä, wer bist du denn?
I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui
Gamma
Harbingers.
Wash, oder wie er ist.
Delighted to meet you, oh mighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor?
Ihr stellt die teuflischen Augen her?
Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world. Trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good.
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time, but each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause, just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have to see the funny side.
Teppei.
Hey, calm down! No!
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
What? What? Was war das denn? Habe ich da richtig gesehen?
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2,
Oh.
3. Come on.
3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Ah!
Okay, that's positive. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please.
Paimon didn't quite follow.
Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Mich vor Scaramouche retten?
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our backs.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for... Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no? Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought.
Danke, Yemiko.
I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they?
Genau.
You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleagues' behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, That Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person. But alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me.
Was?
You've met her, right?
Shogun Raiden?
I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes?
In dieser Dimension?
Yes. The true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Ich habe auch einige subtile Unterschiede festgestellt.
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a... This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity.
Zhongli sprach auch von Erosion.
You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhongli was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. Don't you think? The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss.
Ich bin mir noch nicht sicher, was ich tun soll.
The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt decree? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits.
Aber warum?
Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing. That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
Okay. Geh zu Trainingsort. Also, in der letzten Part, wo wir gegen Shogun Raiden versucht zu kämpfen, war es wirklich keine echte Shogun Raiden, sondern eine sogenannte Puppe. Und... Oh Mann, ich bin so sprachlos. Oh mein Gott, ich bin so richtig sprachlos. So.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter-strategy. That should be a big help, don't you think? The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
Okay. Dann los geht's. Wow! Oh, okay. Autsch! Aua, verdammt. Wow! Alter Schwede!
La la la. Da da da. La la la. Woo. La la la. Da da da.
Okay. Oh mein Gott. Was? Herausforderung gescheitert? Aber wie soll ich denn jetzt so schaffen?
La la la. Woo.
Ach so! Ich soll Treffer erleiden. Ach so, okay. Ich hab's kapiert. Ich hab's kapiert. Ich soll hier Treffer erleiden. Ich dachte schon, ich soll Treffer vermeiden. Ich dachte, ich soll Treffer vermeiden.
We're way behind schedule.
Ach, den violetten Turm? Okay.
Incoming.
Ach so, den Turm. Okay, gut. Okay, gut. Jetzt habe ich den Turm bemerkt.
What a workout.
Ich sehe, wie es ist.
So how come you know so much about the Raiden Shogun?
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
What? Like Devalin is to Barbados?
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form.
Wir sind sehr interessiert.
In your dreams.
Huh.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least.
Sie hat eine sehr radikale Sichtweise eingenommen.
Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
There's a part 2?
Oh. Ich hab's mir gefürchtet, dass es noch was kommt. Warte mal, ich muss noch mal schnell heilen. Nicht, dass wir umfallen.
Speed of light. Incoming.
Okay, wir sollen Gegner besiegen. Das ist eigentlich auch ganz gut. Au!
Don't blink.
Okay, es gibt keinen Zeitmodus. Das ist auch ganz gut.
Speed of light. Let's dance. Oh, go, Barbara, go. Don't blink.
So, was kommt jetzt als nächstes?
Nowhere to hide.
Ah, die normale Gegner. Kirisho und Lavasho.
Don't blink.
So, als nächstes nochmal Initiation und Lavasho holen. Also diesmal 2.
Blazing delay. Jumpy Dumpty go.
wie die alle rumhüpfen.
Incoming.
So, jetzt kommst du auch noch. So, jetzt sprechen wir wieder.
We're finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you? Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances?
Ehrlich zu sein,
You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle, but when they face the Raiden Shogun herself... Considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
I don't mean to belittle them. On the contrary, it is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful.
was für ein Plan?
Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami Shrine.
All of a sudden, you're entertaining guests? Hyman's really struggling to understand how you work.
Okay, wir gehen natürlich wieder hoch. Bloß gut, dass wir die Teleportationspunkt hinzugefügt haben. Ich krieg Gänsehaut, wenn man das sowas liegt.
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time. Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Don't know.
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity.
Scaramouches Informationen bestätigen das.
Yes. This is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryou Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Die Tenryou-Verwaltung arbeitet für die Fatui.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusions from the shadows. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about?
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the Shogunate. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun.
Wer ist sie?
I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Oh.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters.
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Ugh. Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too?
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course. and I shall not question it.
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance.
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji Yae, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days, and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo clan. Also, he will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look...
That was so scary! Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Kujosara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal.
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her.
Not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but what are we gonna do, though? We only have 3 days.
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
Okay. Geh zu Jinju-Wald. Ah, da war ich ja schon mal, wo Ayaka mir einen Tanz gemacht hatte. Los, regnet. Ach, ich erkenne die. Jetzt kommt was ganz Niedliches. Erkennt euch diese Geschöpf hier? Ich weiß, wer das ist.
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before. Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth. Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very professional at all.
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Wow, a ninja? So
So was that one of those legendary ninja transformation techniques? Anyway, what's the Shumatsuban?
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shumatsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities. Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Es fühlt sich nicht so an, als gäbe es viele Anhaltspunkte.
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. Alright, for a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to.
Die Yashiro-Verwaltung.
Now you're following me. The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet, but with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back the evidence in good time.
Geh zu Teestube Komore. Okay, dann lass uns mal gehen in die guten alten Teestube. Ach ja, Sayu, die süße Tanuki-Mädchen, Ninja-Mädchen. Ja, die ist auch eins von meinen Lieblingscharakteren. Auch wie Diona, Klee und Chichi. Auch Sayu zählt für mich auch als niedlichste Charaktere. Na dann gehen wir mal hier rein.
Toma, you there? It's us. We're back.
Ah, hier.
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now, but not once has the Shogun ever inquired about it. I used to think that she simply didn't care, but looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's reports to the Shogun.
What do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
Apropos Ablenkung.
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion. But it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryo Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might find.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this.
Es scheint nicht lange her zu sein.
Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside of here. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Poor Toma.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt Decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryo Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards.
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find
Mhm. Okay. Bitte Yoimiya um Hilfe beim Informationssammeln. Na dann. Auf geht's. Also gut, die Feuerwerkskörper, um Informationen abzulenken. Oh, Yoimiya ist hier. Okay, dann sprechen wir mal.
Yoimiya, we need an extra large firework. The super duper big kind.
Extra large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just a firework, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
We'll give it a try. Thanks, Yoimiya. Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall.
Warte bis es Nacht wird. 0 Uhr. What? Um 0 Uhr? Okay. Es ist gerade 15:51 Uhr. Na dann. Versuchen wir mal 23:58 Uhr. Okay. Geh an einen angegebenen Ort in der Nähe der Tenryo-Verwaltung. Oh halt, warte. Bevor wir da hochgehen, muss ich nochmal ganz schnell heilen. Weil nicht, dass es schon ein großer Kampf kommt. Aha, hier. Der finale Kampf nähert sich. Ja, da hast du recht. Oh, Entschuldigung. Aha, hier. Der finale Kampf nähert sich. Oh! Was haben wir denn hier?
bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Eine versteckte Truhe. Direkt eine versteckte Truhe hier gefunden. Barbara haben wir auch noch dazu hier wegen Heilen.
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught. We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside.
Wir können Yoimiya nur vertrauen.
After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me. Is this really a good idea? Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful does it. Watch out for guards and don't get caught.
Okay, jetzt müssen wir jetzt aufpassen. Oh Gott.
Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh.
As it was the decision of the Shogun, I guess it can't be helped.
Wir müssen jetzt aufpassen. Okay. Wir sind noch ganz gut. Wir sind noch ganz gut gelaufen und nichts davon entdeckt. Fast wäre die Wachen mich entdeckt. Aber zum Glück nichts entdeckt. So, da sind wir wieder.
Well, how did it go?
Das Feuerwerk ist gezündet und danach bin ich direkt weggelaufen.
Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. Everyone is spinning. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious. Here you go. I'm going to sleep now.
My lady, what are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui. It seems that Kujiai was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Kujiai. I trust she will have a plan for the next step. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui in Inazuma.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Kujiai. She is close to the Shogun, so maybe she will have a way.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting with Yaimiko soon. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Okay. Auf geht es. Oh, ich krieg Gänsehaut. Ich krieg Gänsehaut. Ich kriege Gänsehaut. Oh, das Finale kommt gleich. Oder dann. Achso, okay. Na dann, Teleportationspunkt. Ja, ich krieg Gänsehaut, weil... Oh, ich hatte früher immer Angst gehabt hier, dass es dort plötzlich ein Bosskampf kommt und ich hatte richtig Panik gehabt.
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone and told no one about this trip.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days.
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Here.
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this?
Verpreisen sei die größte und ausgezeichnete Ogosho, der allmächtige Shogun, der glorreiche Blitze den Himmel erfüllen. Möge sich dein ewigen Weg bis zu den entferntesten Meeren ausbreiten und möge dein mächtigen Namen wie Donner und jeden Winkel des Reiches erklingen. Bericht eingereicht von Takayuki, der Tenryu-Verwaltung von Kuju Clan. Das Augenharzdekret schreitet mit großem Tempo ohne Hindernisse voran. Doch die Gnade mit eurer Exzellenz sind die Abtrünnigen niedergelassen worden und die Deserteure sind zurückgekehrt. Alle im Landen beugten sich deinem Willen und Ehrfurcht und Dankbarkeit in ihren Herzen. Dank der göttlichen Macht eurer Exzellenz herrscht nun im ganzen Land Inazuma Frieden.
I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line? Or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryo Commission... they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
Hier ist noch ein Brief.
This is a letter from the Tenryo Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun, too.
Well, the things you wanted to see, but also wished not to see. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to...
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryo rebellion is successfully underway.
Auch die Bakufu-Armee würde vorübergehend ohne Anführer dastehen.
Yep. Let's catch up with her.
Hold on, Traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct?
Richtig.
You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need.
Ich gebe mein Bestes.
Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you.
Ich werde es in Ehren halten.
If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear in the blink of an eye. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the traveler.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hope.
Okay, jetzt geht's wahrscheinlich jetzt gleich los. Kuchu... Warte. Was heißt das? Warte, was heißt das? Ich soll hier... Oh, gleich kommt der finale Kampf. Wow, es geht gleich los. Es geht gleich los. Ich bin mal gespannt.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also be charged with one more crime. Do I make myself clear?
Bitte geh vor.
Good.
Master's orders. Halt.
Okay, Jus. Los geht's. Okay, das sieht doch schon mal gut aus. Los geht's! Ich glaube, wir werden natürlich einen ganz bekannten Augen sehen.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
Go, Barbara, go!
Aber ich werde natürlich mit Kitching zusammenkämpfen. Erstmal hier.
Speed of light. Fine, fine, boom!
Was, ihr lebt noch? Aber jetzt wahrscheinlich nie mehr. Was? Es gibt noch mehr?
I'll protect us.
Also, ihr Soldaten habt auch richtig, wirklich Nerven. Wow! Was war das für eine sehr starke Attacke? Jetzt mit Kitching nochmal.
I must withdraw.
Teach me a lesson.
Okay, die dritte Welle.
Watch your step.
Let's dance.
No turning back! Flash!
Fine, fine, boom!
Genau, Kreuzdonner, genau wie von Zekrom. Wie Zekrom aus Pokémon Schwarz.
Access denied.
Das habe ich auch schon mal gewundert. Kreuzdonner wie aus
This is long overdue.
aus der Attacke von Zekrom.
I'll protect us.
Das habe ich auch schon mal gewundert. Kreuzdonner genau wie bei Attacke von Zekrom.
With sword comes shadow.
Watch your step. I dare you.
La la la. Woo. Da da da.
Allow me to strike first. Don't hold back. Watch your step.
Let the show begin.
Bloß gut, dass wir Barbara haben. Was? Es kommt noch mehr?
Show me what you've got.
Jumpy, jumpy, go! Sparks and blast!
Soldiers, quick! Show me what you've got.
Glory to the shogun!
Den Kreuzdonner meinst du?
Speed of light!
Show me what you've got. Get them.
For Rex Lapis!
I dare you.
Konzentration, Konzentration. Wie viele müsste eigentlich noch kommen?
Incoming!
Jumpy, jumpy, go!
Don't hold back. Allow me to strike first.
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink!
Go, Barbara, go!
No turning back!
Konzentration jetzt.
Battle formation. Get them.
Strike!
La la la.
Alter, das hört ja nicht auf.
Boing, boing, boing.
Speed of light! Nowhere to hide.
Watch your step.
This is long overdue. Access denied.
Okay, der ist fast besiegt.
Storm the front! Flash!
Don't hold back. Quick. Allow me to strike first.
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink!
Watch your step. Show me what you've got.
Blaze over.
So, jetzt mit Eis noch.
We're way behind schedule.
Glory to the shogun! Strike!
Und ist besiegt jetzt. Und jawohl, besiegt.
Train harder.
Jawohl.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard my orders?
Master, I...
Go on, ask him. Don't let him intimidate you.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters. You stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryo Commission really betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
He just came right out and admitted it.
diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decree is upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's nothing?
Betrayal? How can you call this a betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble, paralyzed by fear and trepidation. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
Vielmehr vertraut er zu sehr auf die Kampfkünste der Shogun.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior, especially the Muso no Hitotachi.
But Master, what about loyalty? Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of loyalty from servants to their superiors. But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched selfishness!
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a nasty surprise.
Es hat keinen Sinn, weiter mit ihm zu streiten.
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what I know in my heart to be right. But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong when we have not yet reached the end of the path? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, it has long since been defiled by your selfish ways. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing else, my conscience will be clear.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable, and nothing you can do will change this. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat, a harbinger by the name of Signora.
La Signora!
Signora's the one behind all this? Not her again! Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman. We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Sara stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku right now?
Auch mit La Signora haben wir noch eine Menge Rechnung zu begleichen.
You can say that again! Alright then, let's do this!
Okay, Sascha, dann bis später. Ja, Starnali, das stimmt. Zeit für meine Dino-Rache. Die Rache aus der Urzeit. Oh, wir gehen tatsächlich rein? Oh oh. Oh oh, ich glaube. Oh oh, Wo ist es in der Zeit? Es liegen alle auf dem Boden! Es liegen alle auf dem Boden! Oh, 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 oh. Ich weiß, was jetzt daraus kommt. Jetzt reicht's mir. Jetzt geht's La Signora an den Kragen. Los geht's. Gehen wir den La Signora an den Kragen und zerkratze, wie aus dem Raptoren gejagt wurden.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujusara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun.
La Signora!
I know. You can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow.
Du versuchst, die Kontrolle über Inazuma zu übernehmen.
Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all.
Den Kameraden willen, die von teuflischen Augen geplagt wurden.
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for in their tiny little lives? Almighty Shogun, Duke...
Auch göttliche Herz von Venti.
That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. That's all.
Nun ist es Zeit für die Abrechnung.
You? Stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and in strength.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too. I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die.
Traveler!
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you. Till death do us part!
Okay. Es geht los.
A lesson on Harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Wir müssen das erst zerstören.
Speed of light.
Wir kämpfen jetzt gegen La Signora. Warte, ich muss erstmal hier nochmal Kitching heilen. In Pokémon-Sprache ist La Signora von Typ Eis.
Tactless rodent!
In Pokémon-Sprache ist La Signora von Typ Eis.
Speed of light.
Tactless rodent!
Jumpy, jumpy, go!
Wie man so denkt, man so bei La Signora hier. In Pokémon-Sprache ist die von Typ Eis. Eher gesagt Eis und Licht.
Into the frozen void! Detestable!
So, jetzt müssen wir noch mal schnell heilen. Bevor das große Schlamassel wiederkommt.
Incoming.
Into the frozen void!
Ich brauche was zum Wärmen. Ich brauche was zu wärmen.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors!
Sehr gut.
Detestable!
Incoming.
La Signora, du kannst mich ja nicht dafür besiegen.
Speed of light.
Tactless rodent!
Stance.
Tactless rodent! Detestable!
With sword comes shadow. Hey!
Warte, nochmal schnell heilen. Heilen. Das gerät in großer Chaos.
Don't blink. Hey!
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me!
Oh Gott!
Ranger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler. You have reason to be afraid.
Boing, boing, boom! Incoming. Hey! I will not.
Nein!
Quietly. Come on, we can do it. Let the show begin. Go for
The pale flame smolders.
sister.
Und kaputt. Hexe der glimmende Glut. Oh nein, jetzt macht sie so von Typ Eis jetzt auf Typ Feuer.
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering.
Oh Gott, die Hitze! Da kommt auch noch die Hitze!
Sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated.
Next on the agenda. Don't blink! Incoming! Hey!
Oh Gott, jetzt wird's schwierig. So, jetzt müssen wir Barbara nochmal... Nein, nicht das, sondern... Nein, du sollst nicht abbrechen! So, jetzt geht's natürlich... La Signora an den Kragen. Oh, die Hitze, das ist echt heiß!
Speed of light!
Who dares call me a witch? Not even ashes will remain.
Alter, jetzt macht ihr auch noch hier so sogenannte... die heiße Lavakugeln.
I'll protect us. Go, Barbara, go!
Feuertornado auch noch.
Why has everyone stopped singing? Incoming!
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Born of ice and frost. Next on the agenda. Don't blink!
Das wird nie einfach. Das wird nicht einfach werden.
Nowhere to hide. Got lucky that.
Come, put up a fight.
So, jetzt heilen. Sascha hat mir davon erzählt, da muss man echt viele Nahrung haben.
Don't blink. Dumpty dumpty go. Incoming.
Who dares call me a witch?
Oh Gott!
Not even ashes will remain.
We're way behind. Don't blink.
Not even ashes will remain.
Access denied. All hail.
Konzentration, Konzentration!
Incoming. Hey! Cut to the chase.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
We're way behind schedule.
Not every wound will heal. my pretties!
Fine, fine, boom! Oh, speed of light!
Konzentration bleiben, echt Konzentration bleiben, weil sowas ist gefährlich!
Don't worry about me. Don't blink.
Who dares call me a witch?
Alter Schwede! Das wird echt schwierig, das wird sehr schwierig.
Incoming. Hey! No touching. This is long overdue. Come on, focus. Fine, fine, boom.
Immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it?
La la la.
Und jetzt? Und jetzt?
Not every wound will heal. Not even ashes will remain. Embrace your searing reckoning. Come, put up a fight.
Warte, oh Mann! Verdammt! Ich würde liebend gerne auch mal wieder Barbara heilen, aber das ist nämlich sehr schwierig. Alter, dieser Kampf wird schwer.
Not every wound will heal. Dance, my pretties. Yeah.
Die Feuerpeitsche hat sie auch wahrscheinlich von Funifras hier abgeschaut.
Nowhere to hide. Got lucky that time.
Yeah. Not every wound will heal.
Okay, jetzt können wir Barbara wiederbeleben.
All hail! Access denied. Incoming.
Okay, der halbe Gesundheit ist weg, denn von La Signora.
Come, put up a fight.
La la la.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Speed of light.
Cut to the chase.
Dance, my pretties.
Let the show begin. Go, Barbara, go! Yeah.
Don't blink.
Aua, verdammt!
Let's dance.
Incoming.
Not every wound will heal.
Fine, boom! I feel kind of...
Speed of light.
Let the show begin.
So, jetzt schnell wieder heilen.
Embrace your searing reckoning. Not every wound will heal. Dance, my pretties.
Ouchie. Hi. Sister.
Don't blink.
So, kann man jetzt Kitching wieder heilen? Nein, noch nie. Verdammt! Oh, der Kampf wird echt wirklich hart. Kann ich ja schon mal sagen.
Speed of light.
Embrace your searing reckoning. Not every wound will heal.
I'll protect us.
Dance, my pretties.
Schmetterling-Tornado. Okay, Kitching kann man jetzt noch mal schnell wieder regenerieren.
Go, Barbara, go!
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Hey! Got lucky that time.
Not even ashes will remain.
So, jetzt wieder hier kaputt machen.
Reckoning. Not every wound will heal. Dance, my pretties.
Change of plan. La la la.
Oh, der hat schon jetzt fast kein Gesundheit mehr. Schon sehr gut.
Come on, focus.
Dance, my
Let the show
pretties.
begin.
Not every wound will heal.
Nowhere to hide.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Dumpy, dumpy, go! La la la.
Jetzt macht die hier wieder so eine Feuertornado.
La la la. What did you that for? Da da da.
Who dares call me a witch?
Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Blazing delight. Jumpy dumpty go. Boing boing boom.
Oh, der ist gleich. Der ist dann gleich besiegt.
Da da da. La la la. Let's dance. No
Not every wound will heal.
Immer schön Konzentration bleiben, um dafür zu kämpfen.
Don't blink. Hey. Incoming. Hey. Got lucky that time. Cut to the chase. Change of plan. Speed of light. Ink. Hi.
Okay, jetzt macht die wieder mit dem Feuertornado.
Yay, I did it! Oh, wait. No, I didn't.
Bloß gut, dass wir noch mal heilen.
Who dares call me a witch? Not even ashes will remain.
Oh, der ist gleich besiegt. Die ist gleich besiegt.
I can't stop now. They need me. Jumpy dumpty go. Don't blink.
Oh ja, der ist gleich besiegt, der ist gleich besiegt, der ist gleich besiegt. Komm schon.
Embrace your searing reckoning. Embrace your searing reckoning.
Incoming.
Not every wound will heal.
Nowhere to hide.
Komm schon, jetzt die Ulti-Attacke. Und, jawohl. Und, komm. Klee, besieg ihn. Jawohl. Jawohl.
So strong, but how?
Oh, was macht die jetzt?
I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. Swear, if you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
Die hat's getötet!
You are the enemy of eternity.
Alter
But
Schwede!
as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
Alter Schwede! Shogun Raiden hat Las Ignora getötet! Oh mein Gott! Alter, das war jetzt der schwierigste Kampf, was jemals gegeben wurde. Oh mein Gott! Oh mein Gott!
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Senora's gone. She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. So, to recap, Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god.
Was geht jetzt los?
We'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro-zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshukaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
Oh, jetzt geht's wieder los, jetzt geht's wieder los.
So we meet again.
Oh, jetzt geht's natürlich wieder in den Kampf gegen Shogun Raiden. Aber jetzt in Wirklichkeit.
Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me?
Die Fatui haben Shogun Raiden hinters Licht geführt.
Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt decree.
Du weißt alles Bescheid?
Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago.
Es hat dazu geführt, dass Volk von Inazuma viel verloren haben.
Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not?
Teppei.
Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf.
Das sind deine utopischen Gefilde? Es ist ein Raum, der aus deinem Bewusstsein besteht, nicht wahr?
That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you?
Ich diskutiere nicht mehr mit dir. Ich werde dich einfach absetzen.
So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity. Your arrival has brought a deafening static.
Jetzt geht's los!
Dumpy Dumpy Go! Da da da! Sparks and blast!
Strike dead!
Woo! Ah! La la la! Pew! Ah! Woo!
Elektro ist immun. Ja, ich weiß. Ich habe schon mal hier mit einer Elektroattacke hier eingesetzt.
La la la! Dumpy Dumpy Go!
Und dann
falls on the land of eternity. Strike dead.
Stanali, was ist eigentlich besser effektiv?
This ends now.
For Rex Lapis! Access denied. I can fix this. Next on the agenda. Fine, fine, boom! Da da da!
Feuer haben sie hier normale effektiv.
Evasion is futile.
Da da da! La la la! Ouch!
Inferior.
Okay, ich versuche weiter zu kämpfen.
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Access denied. All hail.
Inferior. Strike dead. This ends now.
That really hurt.
You are an enemy that requires special attention.
Boing, boing, boom! Come on, we can do it.
Evasion is futile. Inferior.
Ich bleib lieber auf Konzentration.
Jumpy, jumpy, go! Pew! Sparks and blast! Woo!
This ends now.
Let the show begin.
Evasion is futile. Strike dead.
Go, Barbara, go! Go, Barbara, go!
Immer schön Konzentration bleiben.
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity. Strike dead.
We're way behind schedule.
Inferior. Evasion is futile. Inferior.
Ja, habe ich. Ich habe die Talente erhöht.
I feel a little weak. That really hurt. Jumpy, Dumpty, go!
Inferior.
Throw them all up! No touching. We're way behind schedule.
You
This is
are an
long
enemy that
overdue.
requires special attention.
Let's dance. Huh. Hi. Hi.
This ends
Jumpy,
now.
jumpy. Woo!
Strike dead.
La la la. Let the show begin. Huh.
Wir werden weiter
Oh,
kämpfen.
no.
Egal, ob wir verlieren oder nicht. Wir werden schaffen.
Hi. Go, Barbara, go! Pink! stopped singing. Born of ice and frost.
Inferior. I will mold you
We're
into the
Radiant's ghetto.
foundations of eternity.
Come on, focus. Oh, protect us.
Strike dead.
Blazing delight! La la la!
Strike dead. You are an enemy that requires special attention.
Jumpy jumpy toe! No touching!
Inferior. Inferior.
Let the show begin. Oh no! Go, Barbara, go!
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Jumpy jumpy toe! Da da da!
Inferior. This ends now.
Let's dance. Hi.
Oh, aufpassen.
Strike dead.
Access denied. I can fix this.
Die Musik ist echt
Evasion is futile.
ganz schön bedrohlich.
Jumpy jumpy toe! No touching. All hail.
Strike dead.
Blazing delight.
Inferior.
Access denied.
Strike dead. Inferior.
Gott, ich habe fast einen Eichhörnchenfisch hier verbraucht.
Let the show begin. Huh. Hi. Huh. Huh. Hi. Huh. Hi. Oh no! Jumpy dumpty toe!
This ends now. You are an enemy that
Next on the
requires
agenda.
special attention.
Access denied.
Strike dead. Evasion is futile.
I feel kind of woozy. Oh, ink! Hi. I feel a little weak.
Strike dead.
Ey, das ist ja wirklich echt ein ganz gefährlicher Kampf.
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity. Evasion is futile.
Nowhere to hide.
Strike dead. Instabilities will be removed.
Okay, jetzt kommt das wieder. Oh Gott, wir müssen... Ich glaube, wir müssen jetzt noch überleben. Weil die Spezialattacken kann ich ja jetzt nicht mehr einsetzen.
Strike dead.
Oh.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close? Hmm?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Thunder. I'll be fine.
Your verdict is decided.
La la la.
All will be severed.
Jumpy Dumpty Go!
Blaze over.
Jetzt kommt wahrscheinlich jetzt kommt die Finale. Alles oder nichts.
Thunder.
Your verdict is decided.
For Rex Lapis! Access denied.
With sword comes shadow.
Sparks and flash! Dumpty dumpty go! Gee, you're picking on me! La la la!
Jetzt verbleibt alles oder nichts.
Your verdict is decided. This one, a fleeting shadow.
Next on the agenda. Ready, steady, go! Go, Barber, go!
Without yearning, all returns to silence.
La la la! This is long overdue. I can fix this.
We're way behind schedule.
Sparks and flash! Dumpty dumpty go! La la la! Come on, we can do it.
This one, a fleeting shadow. Thunder.
Let's dance.
All will be severed. Sever. Sever.
For Rex Lapis, born of ice and frost. Come on, focus. Next on the agenda, blaze over. Ready, steady, go!
Without yearning, all returns to silence.
Go, Barber, go! Gotta keep trying.
Thunder.
Sparks and flash!
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals. This one, a fleeting shadow.
That really hurt! Dumpty dumpty go!
Thunder.
La la la. La 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 la. For Rex Lapis, born of ice and frost. I feel a little weak.
Thunder.
Blazing delight!
Without yearning, all returns to
Cut to the chase. Incoming.
all will be severed.
All hail.
Silence.
We're way behind schedule.
Thunder.
Wir müssen Konzentration bleiben.
This one, a fleeting shadow.
Ouch! Ready, steady, go! I'll protect us.
Thunder. Sever.
Delight! Woo!
All will be severed.
La la la.
This is long overdue. Access denied.
Okay, der ist gleich besiegt. Der ist gleich besiegt.
Come on, we can do it.
All desire can be broken.
La la la. Blazing delight.
All hail.
This one, a fleeting shadow.
Focus. Let's dip. Oh no!
So, die hat jetzt nicht mehr so viele Gesundheit.
This is long overdue. No touching.
Your verdict is decided.
Dauert nicht mehr lange. Dann ist sie endgültig besiegt.
Really? Blazing delight.
All will be severed. This one, a fleeting
All
shadow.
hail. Access denied.
Und, komm! Jawoll! Jawoll, wir haben es besiegt, endlich!
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out.
Während die Leute mit voller Kraft voranschreiten. Es übernimmt sogar die Arbeit der Götter.
Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue?
Richtig.
There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, All you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever.
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply... I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again.
I... have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to...
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
Division Hunt decree abolished?
Das hat Yemiko zu verdanken.
Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So, maybe the reason Yaimiko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us.
Another bad one? Whenever you are troubled. No, let me try again.
Okay, besuche Yemiko. Aber wahrscheinlich ist es jetzt der letzte, also der letzte von der Story.
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed.
Nur eine sprunghafte Idee.
Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
Hmm?
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly?
Es stellt sich...
The Balladeer is number 6. He is superior to Signora. Life and limb for any old reason.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Aber warum hattest du das göttliche...
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis.
Anscheinend bin ich wirklich wertvoll.
Well, what's done is done. And Paimon heartily thinks we'll be getting it back now. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past.
Oh, ich glaube, jetzt kommen jetzt schon wieder die Fragen wie von Venti und Zhongli.
What would you like to know about?
Ja, das habe ich mir schon gedacht, dass es jetzt wieder solche Fragen kommt.
Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the Omamori I gave you?
Ja, ich werde gut darauf aufpassen.
Keep it safe. Is that all you intend to do with it? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you.
Wieder
what is your ambition?
Wieder mit meiner Schwester vereint zu sein, schätze ich.
I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Wir haben es geschafft. Wir haben es geschafft. Wir haben es endlich die Story geschafft. Oh mein Gott, wir haben die Story endlich geschafft. Yippie. Oh mein Gott. Das war jetzt eins der schwierigsten Kampf überhaupt. Kapitel 2, zweiten Kapitel wurde beendet. Oh mein Gott, ich muss mich jetzt ein bisschen runterkommen. Also gut, dann sehen wir uns dann bald wieder hier im Genshin Impact. Hoffentlich hat euch das gefallen und wir sehen uns bald wieder. Ciao.